Hey, so this video will be on another alien abduction that happened to me while I was astral traveling. Um, I'm trying to remember how it started off. There was I was having like some other stuff was going on around before the astral travel. Like, okay, like I got outside of my body and I was walking around my house, and then there was not walking around but like floating around, and then I was talking to these beings. They sounded like gods, actually. I don't know how gods sound, but they sounded like gods. Like, you can tell the difference between an alien or a demon or some creature or something. No, these people, they sounded like gods of some kind. And they were speaking these words. They were speaking English, but they were saying words that I never heard of before. And they were like long ass words, like words that sounded like sentences. That's how long the words were. And they were showing me like a map of some kind, something in space. Like, they were showing me a map, and the map had like the names of these stars or planets on it. Like, once again, like long names, like that were as long as sentences even. Like, and I don't understand what they were trying to show me. And when I tried to look at it better, to try to understand it better, for some reason it turned into some like metal thing, as if somebody like did it on purpose so I wouldn't be able to see it anymore. And no matter what I did, I couldn't go back to the map, and it was very disappointing. But anyway, so like sorry for picking my nose. Yeah, these people, they were like talking to me. Alright, so I don't really remember in detail that much about what happened there, but all I remember is I was laying in my bed again, and I was still halfway out of my body, and then I heard a voice. I knew it was another creature. I knew it was someone from another planet. I knew it wasn't a god or anything. I knew it was an alien. Let me just say it. They were talking to me, and the voice is very soothing, and I was hearing his voice in my head, and he was telling me, he said, "You're weak right now, and I can help you." Like, he was basically saying that I was weak, and that he could see that I was weak, and he can help me or somehow. And I was laying there. I was like half awake, half asleep, and I couldn't really move. And I was like halfway out of my body, and then slowly I started noticing my room turned into this lab. And then the lab had I was laying on this metal bed, and it was a very huge metal bed. Like, it took up half the room. The room wasn't that big. Like, it was big, but not like that big. And it was in a lab, whatever. But it was this normal sized lab. It wasn't huge or anything like that. And it had like gadgets and schematics. I just feel like saying that word. But yeah, schematics and all that stuff. But I didn't really see that much of that stuff. I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, so then I saw this guy. He had a white lab coat on, and he was wearing glasses. He was a white man. And I don't know how, but somehow I came to an agreement with him that it was okay that he can like that I can be in his lab and that he can do whatever it is that he was doing to me. And then he was asking me these questions. I can't really remember what the questions were, but he needed to get them out of me. But no. Sorry. First, he like gave me. He said this is gonna feel a little weird, and then he gave me like this shot of some kind, and then everything started like I couldn't move. Like I was moving, but like in slow motion. And then I was like, I don't want this anymore. And I was trying to get out. Like I was trying to go back to my house, like to my room. Like I didn't want to be there anymore. And I couldn't do anything about it. Like I was moving, but I was moving as if I was in like in molasses or something. Like even worse, like I could not move. Like I was moving just like really hard. It was really hard for me to move, like really slowly and everything. Anyway, but as I was moving very slow, and I was in my head like, no, you know, like get me out of here. Like I don't want to do this. But I was answering in my head. I was saying that, but I was answering his questions, like without me even controlling it. Like he was asking me questions, and I was answering it. And then he was like walking back and forth, and suddenly, before he gave me the shot, before I made the agreement that he can do this to me, this is weird. This is the weird part. He said, "Honey, put my dinner in a microwave," or something like that. And I felt like his kids were outside playing, and then they all came in to eat dinner, and then he told his wife to put his dinner in a mic, or like to save his dinner, like he's gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit, or something like that. Like they're humans or something. I don't know, it was weird. And then while he was walking back and forth, I noticed he was going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, like shoom shoom shoom. Like he was going so fast, I felt like the breeze of him walking around me, and it just felt like a fan or something, because that's how fast he was going around me. He was walking back and forth so fast, I felt like wind, like, coming off of him while he was running back and forth. I don't know what he was doing. He was, like, messing with a whole bunch of stuff while he was doing this. While all this is happening, I was trying to get up. Eventually, though, it stopped, and, no, it didn't stop. Eventually, I somehow ended up back in my bed, and I opened my eyes, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, I don't know if time was speeding up or if time was slowing down, or the drugs that he gave me made me feel that way. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, of course, but I can't explain about the speed and the slowness of me. Like, I don't understand it. It could be anything. But, yeah, that's all I remember from that story, from an alien abduction. I don't remember so much more after that. So, yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening to my story. Later.